Hello and welcome to the Truly Bedrock Rundown. I'm your friendly neighbourhood shepherd Tamer. Jessie is MIA this week. We think she got lost working on her Let's Play, so you're back to my solo commentary. As always, a thanks to our script team and our editor CTClunker. Now let's jump into the trials and tribulations that occurred on the Truly Bedrock realm this week. Starting with Foxy No-Tail, he acquires himself a free chest of cold hard cash and beacons, which he and Slack gathered previously of course. As if 5 beacons weren't enough, Foxy and Slack decide to spawn yet another Wither in the end to get more stars. After getting the Nether star, Foxy and Slack discover a slight issue with their spider farm. And in no time, the Diamond Duo gets to work on giving it a renovation.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a problem. There is some congestion going on underneath of here. A couple times we've had this thing on for a few minutes and we would come over here and there would be nothing up here. And yeah, they're hanging up down here.
Hello, Slackness, my old friend. I think I drove in round the bend.
And after a bit of time and hard work, Foxy gets to work redoing his iron farm / trading hall. However, many frustrations are had because as soon as it starts to work again, it suddenly stops. Only for Mr. No-Tail to discover that one of his villagers had connected to a barrel all the way in the shopping centre in Daphne's shop. Now that's a bug I never want to encounter. To end off his week, Foxy discovers a prank that has been placed in his shop.
Could be there. Let's see. Where's this new barrel that they've connected to? Is it one of the ones in here? No, this is too close. Is it in Daphne's shop? It looks like it could be in Daphne's shop. 54 by minus 270. This one! My villager thinks that this is their barrel. Great. Okay. Right.
Next up we have Rogue, who starts his week by starting a price war with Tiz in hopes of throwing him out of business. Next, Rogue decides to craft himself a nice auto farm for all the wheat he needs in the future. After feeding the cows and stock in his store, Rogue gets a little surprise visitor.
Alright, so the sign is in place, and so yeah, I mean, Tiz Tom. Hello. Yeah, so I mean, Tiz Tom. Aw.
Speaking of surprises, Rogue discovers that Tiz has decided to park his food truck in his base. Rogue isn't too happy with the new spot in the middle of his road, so he takes things up a notch and sends it off a cliff at Tom's base. After the truck mishap, he decides it's time to cheaty kill a few withers for a few nether stars, and to end off his week, Rogue builds himself a nice item sorter.
The sand is done. So that has filtered all down here, and then the dirt will start filtering in just like that. And there we go. We have ourselves a working auto sorter.
Moving on, we arrive at Zap, who started his week by moving all of his belongings to his new base shell. Afterwards, he heads back where he first started to tidy it all up. So nice of him. After dealing with the moving process and cleaning process, Zap goes below his base and starts a kelp farm, and if you ask me, the outcome is phenomenal.
It's all done, all nice. I do have a center path that eventually we will hook a little drop chute to, so we can come down here and look at the farm, see if any maintenance is required, see if any funny business is going on with the water sources. I don't know. But that's the farm complete.
Next on our list is Slack, who starts his week by showing us a big recap of some of his and Foxy's shenanigans. Then he builds himself a beacon deep below to mine away for hours off camera.
He throws me off. But we've got another beacon down, and I think it's about time to start hammering out another area here to gather up some more resources. So yes, once again, let's get to mining, shall we? And there is a big section of this done once again.
He then heads out and meets up with Cuban, where they do a bit of trading. As if mining for hours isn't enough, Slack heads back to the mine and outs another area, and to wrap up his week, Slack heads to the comment library and adds his favourite comments from the series so far.
Village, we got this. Zloy has brought back the Hall of Comments, and I absolutely love this. I love this. It gives me a chance to show off some of the people who are really engaging on the channel. And let's see here. Oh wow, that book's already in use. Okay, that book's not in use. Which book do we want here? Let's see here. Yep, we will take this one right here. So let's get this off of here, and let's get this filled out.
Moving on to Blue Jay, he starts his week in Truly Bedrock by quickly visiting the shopping district and checking on his shop, and he comes to surprise when he finds out people have been buying from his shop. Nice little surprise, I'd say. After taking a look at the shopping district, Blue heads back to his place and gets to mining so that he can start on a new farm project.
See how it feels, and if it feels right, that's okay. We'll do it. We'll make it look cool, make it look good. We'll keep going. Hey, that feels pretty good. I like it. I like the direction this is going. We've got our little pods already kind of carved out here where the individual crop farms are going to go.
In what seems like no time, the farm is finished and it is looking rather lovely. Crops out of the way, he now has no food worries.
Got a full load of crops in every section, all the potatoes, all the carrots, all the wheat possible. And then we will have our farm up and running, ready to go. No automation, it's all hand farming for now, and that's okay. It's part of the fun of getting started in a world. But we are almost past the getting started phase, guys. We are almost ready to get started on our main base area. Super excited about that. Got some cool ideas in mind for you.
Next, we have the money man himself, Zloy, who started his week by upgrading his new currency to prevent any foul play in the money system. After making sure his money is secure, Zloy heads over to the shop district, where he visits the newly located end shop and shows us some progress that has been done with the bank.
The interior of the bank really did change. You see, I took time to actually put the bank together, and I took the facade that Lee built for me and I incorporated it into the landscape, basically buried half of the bank, and it is now actually looks like a flipping building for once.
And as if he didn't have enough money as it was, Zloy then decides to build a new shop, a mining shop. Zloy then starts to make a new mining operation to keep the shop nice and stocked. And after he returns once again to the shopping district, he discovers all the new pathways and decor. And to wrap up his week, Zloy goes into creative and shows us what type of villages he's looking for his new upcoming project, Moonfall.
Absolutely amazing. Daphne Lane has taken it upon herself to add the fountain, the water feature, and to basically asphalt the entire place. And it looks ever so nice and ever so cozy now that it actually looks like a place.
To start off her week, Daphne heads over to the shopping district and takes a look at some of the shops that have been popping up, one of which is Zloy's new mining shop, which she seems to be pretty skeptical of.
Shop here is Wool World. This is by Zap, and this is a very cool. Yeah, I like this shop. This is nice. Alright, here's Foxy and Slack's shop here. They have a pretty good deal running here. They had pretty much the cheapest mending books in town, 5 diamonds. Now this is the shenanigans store right here. Let's go in here. So let's see this, diamonds for sale. This is ridiculous. So 3 pebbles for 1 diamond. That's just no. 16 pebbles for 1 pickaxe. Now these are amazing pickaxes, but I mean, no, I don't know. So this is basically the Bitcoin of Truly Bedrock. This is what this is. It seems to me, wall of coal. Yeah, I mean, great, amazing items, amazing stuff for sale. But
speaking of the shopping district, Daphne then gathers materials and gets to work on a new overdue pathway for the shopping district. And to end her week, Daphne shows the almost finished product of the new pathways in the shopping district. Even not finished, they are looking mighty spiffy.
Okay, great. All right, so we are done. We've done a lot of work. I mean, we're not completely done. I mean, there's so many things that, or will always be needing to be finished, or additional things to be added. So I don't know, like, there's something about this, though. I like it, but there's something too kind of simple about it. I don't know, we'll figure it out. I'm thinking, like, maybe we just need to add some flowers, just basically flowers all the way around it or something. I don't know. Maybe that's what I need. I don't know. Flowers are always, they make the place look nice, but yeah, we need more of that.
Next we have Liara, who started her week by showing us her newly made cactus farm for all of her green dye needs, and after a bit of an AFK session, she heads to the shopping district for some raw fish, but gets easily distracted by one of the other shops.
I expected that truck to drive off a cliff, but I didn't expect it to drive into the building.
Afterwards, she ends up at the Spider XP farm due to a minor mishap making her concrete. She then finds herself a new safe way to make concrete and quickly manages to make enough to get her shop stocked up nicely. After discovering a double spawner area on stream, Liara gets to work on making it her own XP farm. After taking some time to work on the XP farm, Liara heads back to the shopping district where she finds Tiz's food truck in Rogue Shop. That's right, in Rogue Shop. As if one death wasn't enough, she then has a second mishap trying to build her XP farm. After picking up her items, she then heads into creative and shows us a sneak peek of what part of her XP farm will look like. And to wrap up her week, she shows what the XP farm looks like so far.
Actually completely fits in.
Next we have Cuban, who began his week by putting together all of his carrots and gold to make a huge load of golden carrots for his upcoming shop. He then takes a stroll towards the shopping district but stops on the way to visit the comment library to see what has been said so far.
Nice, we have the comment library. Wow, yeah, it's been a while since I've been over here. Oh man, I'm definitely gonna have to kind of come back over here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this episode, but yeah, I'm gonna have to find a spot and see. I guess these are all open. Has anybody left any comments anywhere? It doesn't look like it. So yeah, definitely gonna have to give this a go because I really did enjoy. Oh, there's Zaps. Notice me. Well, yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to come over here and actually fill out some books. And it looks like, yeah, there are some people that have done some things. And wow, I guess I need to catch up.
Cuban then makes his way to the shopping district where he discovers the new pathways and terraforming. He takes a minute to admire them and some of the new shops. And to wrap up his week, Cuban decided to go big or go home with his new giant golden carrot shop, which may look like a golden acorn.
I mined it all away and get it all set up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is actually looking a lot better than the last one. Yeah. This looks a lot better than what I did in the creative world. And, kind of part of that was the reason was because, like, when I got on here, Daphne was doing her thing around here. Plus, they also had these stairs that were, well, they're gone now, but the stairs that were right here kind of made me want to change the way this was shaped and set up. So, I mean, I think it looks pretty good. It looks pretty similar to that carrot right there, as in color wise on the top and on the bottom, but it's not the exact same, and I kind of like it the way it is.
Now moving on to Prowl, he heads straight to the shopping district in need of a bunch of concrete. After getting his much needed supplies, he gets started on his latest project, his new iron farm, and after a bit of mining and digging, Prowl takes a breather and strikes up a deal with Silent for some netherwort. Then, it's back to his iron farm for a bit of work. Next, Prowl decides to get some villagers transported. But, get your hashtag blame Prowl ready, because he then makes the mistake of sleeping in the realm.
Oh god. I clicked on the bed.
No. Oh, you just ruined it.
What do you mean? I didn't
Did
sleep.
you actually hop in the bed?
Yeah, but I hit escape right away.
Yeah, that just set us back
Did it really?
5 days. It did, yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm sure it did. Look, it stopped raining.
There's no way.
Yeah, man, sleep. Just hitting that bed real quick. Like, that'll activate the commands.
Oh my god.
I told you not to sleep in the beds.
After the sleep mishap, he then works on some custom decoration for his AFK room in his iron farm. And to wrap up his week, Proud does a successful test on his item sorter.
Back, or if stuff's getting stuck somewhere in the system. 50. Here we go, here we go. They all should be dropping in this first one now. 14 so far. Yep, none are getting past it, which is good. Make sure we get all 50. And there we go, we got all 50.
Next up is Silent, who started his week by showing us a neat pathway design he did on stream. He then decides to get a name tag and finally name the mysterious cave llama.
He's a cave llama, so he deserves to be named Mr. Spitstone because it just makes sense, and that is going to be what we name this guy. So thank you very much for the name suggestion.
And after a little bit of thinking, Silent then comes up with not one, but 2 wall designs for his village city. If you could pick one, which one would you choose? Next, Silent heads to his end shop and decides to finally give it a good upgrade. With the help of Tiz, Silent then gathers up strays to start Wither Skull farming.
This guy.
You typed that so fast. You were still moving. It looked like.
Yeah.
Oh, he's after you now.
Oh no. Okay. That was panic mode typing, basically. I forgot how to say words as well. I was like mid-sentence. These guys catch fire way too easily.
Okay, we're gonna blow him up. We're gonna wait. We're gonna get another one afterwards.
And after the strays were collected, mistakes were made when donating a charged creeper, and after a few more derps, they finally figure out what was going wrong. And to wrap up his week, Silent goes out and fights some withers.
I'm kind of nervous for this. I don't want to mess it up.
I'm just you watching it.
I don't want to mess up the entire thing. This has been many hours of preparation and work and tears, mainly. Lots of tears. But I guess you ready?
Yeah.
Sub to Bug Rock. I forgot I named this guy. Hey,
Oh, it
there we
works.
go. They're all dead. It actually worked. Oh my god. Professionals. Wow.
I've definitely seen more than one head.
47.
And to end off the week, we have Tiz Tom, who started his week by retaliating against Rogue for being undercut by building a van at Rogue's base. If that wasn't enough, Tiz then takes his food truck and decides to give Rogue's shop a remodel. Sort of.
Whoops, that's a loom. We need to X marks the spot. We need to get into our truck. Close the door on us here. And let's go. Aha! That went well, didn't it? This Tom hands cheaper steaks around back. And look what came in the mail today. A protection-free permit to sell here for a bit. So we're gonna leave that somewhere, maybe right there.
After taking out some frustrations on Rogue, Tiz then heads off and builds not one, but 2 cactus farms for all his cacti need. Then, as it starts to storm, he heads out and gathers up some charged creepers. Tiz then accidentally goes splat after jumping off his base whilst not wearing his elytra.
Well, I died. I was doing so good. Like, last episode didn't die. Maybe episode before, I can't remember, didn't die. But I fell from my place. I jumped off my base. I thought I had my elytra on. Turns out I just had my chest plate. So, yeah.
After literally picking himself off the ground, he then finished up his office for his trucking depot, but then accidentally decides to ignite one of his creepers. And to finally end off his week, Tiz shows off his newly decorated office building, which is looking mighty businesslike.
And yeah, I got it all colourful. I love the floor. I love the colourful carpets. We're gonna go with that throughout the house. Haven't done up here yet. Just got a bunch of shulkers. I didn't know what to do because we need some sort of planning wall. We need like a sitting area. There's really not much room in here. So I got a little computer area here where someone walks in. We'll be sat here chewing our bubble gum, you know, and then Rogue Fox walks in. We got this button. Snag a couple of these and we slam him with some of these. Little hidden snowball supply there.
Groover, BJ and DB didn't upload within this week, so we will have to catch them all next week. Well, that's all we have for this week for Truly Bedrock. We hoped you enjoyed today's video. If you haven't already, please hit that like button as it supports the channel greatly. And also, follow us on Twitter and join our Discord. Links will be in the description of the video. Well, that's it for now, so goodbye.